What's up everyone? Back again for another XR6 mod video. So today I have been, well, it's going to be a couple of day thing because I need to get some custom brake lines made up, and I will be doing my brakes and rotors. Obviously I have to bleed brakes, but I have to get the brake lines made up. So today, hopefully I can paint the calipers, strip down the brakes, put the new brakes on, and get the hoses off and get them sent off during the week to get custom made into braided lines. And then next weekend, when I do get time, I will try to finish it off and get the brake lines fitted and bled up and get the car driving again. So I'll be a week without my Ford. So yeah, let's get to it. I'll start by getting the car all jacked up, get the wheels off, and I'll show you what I'm fitting on. So I know I said I was going to do like power mods and stuff, which is coming slowly. This is my little setback. I got a lot of brake shutter from these brakes. They're terrible when I purchased this car. They've been shuttering and all sorts of stuff carrying on. The front pads are getting really low too, so I don't want to be making more power and brake fails. So I figured this is a bit more of a priority to replace the discs, the pads, and do the brake lines and change all the brake fluid and stuff too. So yeah, this will be more ideal. Yeah, I don't know how well you guys can see those brake pads. I'll show them when I pull them out. So the plan is paint the calipers black, get the new discs fitted, put the calipers back on, hopefully if they're dry enough, and get the pads in, and then all I gotta do is just wait for the brake lines. That's gonna be front and rear today. Hopefully I can get most of it all done and then just do the brake lines next weekend. Sooner the better. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing fronts and rears obviously. No point just on the fronts on this car. I wanna improve it. So what a mission. So I got all the brakes off, all four. These rear ones are so rusted on there. I had to smash them with a hammer, like I'm replacing the discs. So I'll show you what I've got. So I ended up getting myself the DBA T3s, the 4000 series. No real reason, I just kind of needed new discs because of all the brake shutter and stuff that I've been copping since I bought this car. So I got 4 new discs. It's a beast of a freaking rotor, that's for sure, not light. It's better than what's probably on there. So I went slotted, but I'm not a fan of drill down slotted. At least I can fit these up, get the rotors all installed. And I also got some Project Mu front and rear brake pads as well. So I've got DBA front and rear rotors and Project Mu. Figured why not go some JDM in its life. A little bit of a street tracky kind of pad. So, and I was actually surprised that they made them for Fords. I'll be installing these, hoping to paint the calipers, get the brakes all installed. Just when I get to the hoses, I get to the hoses. What a mission. I'm still puffed out from those rear rotors being seized on the hub. We'll clean up these rotors, I'll fit them on. Alright, so I found out that the brake pads are all wrong. I have to go get new ones. We're just masking up and prepped them for painting, which we've got a few of them primed up. So gonna paint these and also too, calipers came out looking sweet, all in black. Rotors all fit. Just waiting for the brake pads. But yeah, front calipers and the rears. Nothing too fancy. I just cleaned up the shims so they weren't as dirty. But yeah, they came out pretty sweet. Do all this, get it all ready. See you guys when I get my brake pads. So it is the following Saturday and got my brake lines all made up. Stock rubber one which I removed. Got the new braided ones made up by BGT brakes. I had to take off my original ones. Couldn't find any for sliding calipers, so I had to go get some custom made braided lines. I tried to go through Harrop and stuff, but well, they told me to go somewhere else. That somewhere else handballed me to somewhere else, and then a friend recommended to go to BGT, so did that. They look great. Have to see how they fit up. I haven't tried it yet, obviously, so we'll have to wait and see. Still waiting for the brake pads. Got an update that I have to send them back to Adelaide to Sleeker Spares, which I'll do on Monday. So I won't be able to finish off this video until next weekend. So I've got I've got this dead car for 2 weeks. So I'll get started, see how these fit up. Kind of just chipped a little bit of the paint and stuff, but whatever. It's pretty tight fit with the new braided lines. They all still clip in. There's the spot at the back here too, where the rubber sits in the bracket, wherever it is. There it is. Yeah. So that's still sitting in there. They put new ones on for me. They gave me new kind of clamps to hold onto the ABS line, and they even gave me the one on the actual brake hose itself here. That clips in. It's a little bit thing, not as tight as factory, but what do you expect when you go aftermarket, so it's fine. And then yeah, it's all tightened up. That's for the front, which is looking all schmick, and for the rears as well. So I've only just got this hand tied in for now. Still got to do the other side, but again, sits really flush up against there, runs up. This actually bolts it in as well. And yeah, I just got to tighten this hose up and do the other side. And also too, got myself some black wheel nuts so I can put on too, just to kind of go with that theme. Ah, cool. Okay, so it's another week. Jacked the car up just now, got the brake pads in. So they came by express as soon as possible, which are just down here. So I'm gonna quickly jack up the car, fit this up, and then bleed the brakes. So for the rear pads, I am running the Type NS, which isn't rated as high in temps, but that's what I could get on short notice, considering that I was already waiting for pads. And the HCs on the front, which are good for about 600 or 700 degrees, and I think these are good for about 500 or something, or 500. I'll start fitting all these up, and then so just cutting over quick, I'll do a couple photos in here. So the end result came up pretty sweet. Obviously a little bit hard to see. I've painted up calipers, the project new pads, front and rear obviously. So the rotors I got from AVO Turbo World, and the pads I got from Sleeker Spares. Thank you to both parties, one for getting me the rotors and the pads. Yes, there was a hiccup with the pads, but Sleeker Spares pulled through and got me the pads in just over 7 days. By the time I had to place the order, get the right part number and stuff like that, they always answered all my questions. We double checked, them being in Adelaide, we double checked and everything, and yeah, it all pulled through. They sent it through express. I got it ASAP, fitted them straight after work just so I can get the car running. Car is overall in great condition. Braided brake lines on the other hand, I got, well, there's nothing bad on it, it's actually really good. They copied exactly what I gave them. They came out really great. That was from BGT Brakes, so it was actually local for me. So they're all custom to replicate the OEM line. So they even put the original brackets on there, as you could see when I fitted them on. Yeah, bled up the brakes, got some modal fluid in there from OTR. And yeah, so I'll do a couple shots in here. I want to try out a new quick little setup just to do some tests on, and eating a chop chop. So I gotta quickly do a switch over, but basically I got a second DJI Osmo Action, as you saw in my unboxing video that I did recently. So I can have a POV of the camera as well as have this second vlogging camera. So I'll do a couple little shots of the Ute, since I've done the blacked out bars and the new foggies and like the bezels, and yeah, you won't really see the calipers, but just a couple little updated shots just to have some content. What's cool is now I can at least just show you guys off the recording that I get up from up here on the secondary DJI. So that way it's like two different perspectives. Nothing special on the wheels, but we'll see what I can do with editing and trying to get the brakes to pop. I'll do a couple more shots. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this and modifying the XR6, I am saving up to do the power mods now that I got the brakes all pretty much all good. Now I can concentrate on power mods on the XR6, so stay tuned if you want to see more of that. Subscribe, like, I appreciate it a lot, and just stay tuned for that side of things. Photos that I'm just doing now, and other posts and stuff in general, all of them will be in the description below, so TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. Thank you to AVO, Celica Spares, OTR and BGT Brakes for helping me out with all the parts, and even just customer service in general by everyone. Yeah, that's about it. Cool, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See yous.